What do you do if your marriage or relationship is not as you want it to be and you really want it to change and you're trying really hard but your partner is just not interested? How do you fix that? How do you approach it? Is it savable? We're going to talk about it today. I'm Zalman Nelson. I'm a therapist. I talk about relationships, emotional triggers, and personal growth here on this channel. I do videos every week. Do me a favor. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to join us here at Relationship Masters. So let's talk about relationships and what do you do when it's one-sided like this. So two aspects. We've got to look at goals and then we've got to look at you. Because we're the only thing that we control in our life. We can't control other people. And that's part of what makes relationships amazing but also super challenging. And it also leaves us feeling very disempowered. If you spend a lot of time focusing on something that's beyond your control, that's really bothering you, it's going to really bother you. It's also going to leave you feeling weak, depressed, anxious. That's a common source of depression and anxiety. But to get back focused on what we have control over and with an understanding of how that can impact the things that are bothering us, that's really powerful. So the first thing is goals. What's not working? Meaning, what would you like it to be? To say, my partner never communicates. Well, what do you want? Well, I want us to talk every night. Or I want us to spend more time together. A lot of people frame the issue in terms of the problem, but they don't frame it in terms of the solution. What are you looking for? If I'm not clear about the tangible thing that I'm looking at to be, what do I want it to be? How do I want this to look like? How can I ever achieve it? So we say things kind of emotional, and it's okay, we're emotional, and we get worked up, but we're not clear about what it is that we would like it to be. And that keeps us very far away from taking clear actions and being focused on getting things to be the way that we really want it to be. So the first thing is tangible and clear. Not like, I wanted us to have better communication. Well, what does that look like? It's got to be tangible and clear, a goal. What is it that I want to see happening in this relationship that's not? Now with that goal clear, now the focus turns to what I can do and not do. So the first thing you think about is, well, if that's what you want, is that we spend more time together, we go on a weekly date, we talk more about our day. Has that ever been happening? And likely the answer is yes. And the thing is, well, when was that happening? Can you think about a time it was occurring? And to go back into that time and really pick it apart, explore it, take a look at it. What was going on then? There were definitely things you were doing then that you're not doing now. There's definitely things then that you're not doing that you are doing now. But to take a look at a time it was working. A couple things happen. First of all, there's hope. Wow. Yeah, there was a time it was working, which means that me and this person together, we could do this. And that my goal of what I want the relationship to look like, or this aspect of the relationship, how I want it to look, is in fact possible. And so I go back and I look at, when was the time it was working, it was happening. What was going on then that's not going on now? And it's always a question of doing and not doing. What are those things that I was doing then? We had a regular set date time, we made it a priority to put the phones down and really talk to each other, or whatever it is. But there's always things that we were doing and not doing that we can now focus on in the present. And you can say to yourself, well, this is the important part, Zalman, come on. I'm going to focus on me. I got it. But how's it going to impact him? How's it going to impact her? Well, here's the thing. There's something called enabling, otherwise known as rewarding. People do more of what they get rewarded for. Now, we're typically used to, like, let's say, with a kid gets an award, a candy for behaving well, gets stars or points in life, the various positive rewards that we get, or we avoid some kind of punishment or something negative, uncomfortable happening. But there are rewards. There's things in the here and the now that are maintaining that behavior. We need to take a look at that. But as I look at those times in the past where certain things were going on, it's not happening now. And the things that I'm doing are reinforcing, enabling my partner to continue to do it. We're not spending time together, then I'm nagging, then they go further away. My nagging, I'm pushing for that person to get closer to me, is actually pushing them away. I'm reinforcing the very thing that I don't want. And so that's why my focus on me and my behaviors, if I take a look at it, some of the things that identify that my partner is doing right now that I don't like and I wish it would change, well, the focus can't just be, well, if he's doing this and I need him to change. It's like, what am I doing that's actually enabling that or supporting that, He goes running away and I go running after him. So I'm basically saying, well, that's okay to run because then I'll go running after you. What if I don't? What if I stop doing that? So to take a look at that, but it happens naturally as we start to look at in the past, what were we doing and not doing that made things work well? It was reinforcing, it was rewarding. Currently, when in the moment now, we are enabling each other, and we're reinforcing each other, and not enabling the person to be more in the way that we want them to be, rather they're getting stuck in the way that I don't want them to be. So do me a favor, use the comments. Tell me, what are you working on in your relationship that your partner is not partnering with you. Give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe. Share it with your friends. And join us here and become one of the relationship masters. Talk to you soon.